When I think of my mom, there are two words that come to my mind. One is omnipotence, and one is magical. And I'm going to tell you why. It happened, scene is 1977. I'm 8 years old, and I go to my first funeral with my parents, and much like everybody here today, people are somber, they don't know if they can smile, God forbid they laugh at a joke or something, and everyone's kind of serious. And I don't know how to behave, right? I don't know what's socially acceptable to do at a funeral, and so I really withdraw. I get very, very quiet, really withdrawn. Well, my mom, being who she is, decides that she wants to break the ice for me, and she goes, Anthony, she goes, why are you being so sad? You're acting like somebody died. Thank God you laughed at that joke. The next 4 minutes was going to be really, really awkward for me. So I looked at her and I said, but Mom, he did. He did. He's right there. And she goes, son, says, let me tell you a little story. He says, nobody actually dies. He says, we all start at home, and then we go on vacation. Think of life as a big adventure. And you go out and you meet people and you make relationships and you create memories that will last forever. But eventually, you gotta go back home. And you go back home to share your adventure with those people whose vacation ended before you. And it was something, it was so prophetic for me. It made such an impact on my life. I tell my children, go have an adventure. That's what life is. And the very next day, I decide that I want to buy my mom something, right? I want to just to make her show how much this meant to me. I want to buy her some problems. I don't have any money, right? I'm 8 years old. I don't have a job. So I decide I'm going to join the workforce. So what do? I go around to rake leaves, right? Door by door, I got my rake in hand, I'm ding-dong, and I'm trying to rake leaves. Problem was, it was the middle of summer. There's no leaves on the ground, right? And I go, no, wait, there are. And I'm like, raking them off the tree. I go, look, can I rake those up for you? But give me like a buck if I rake up your leaves. Well, at the end of the day, I make like $6, right? And so I run down to a place called Cedar Lane. Anyone from Teaneck would remember this, a little shopping center from the house. And I go up there and I go into Rockefeller's, right? It's a little place. And they've got these wooden carvings, right? They're $3 each. And one of them says Foxy and one says Babe. I gotta get this for my mom, right? This is like a perfect present for her. So I go up to the cashier and I was like, I would like to make a purchase, right? I'd like to buy this. And she looks at it and she's like, Foxy Babe, huh? She got yourself a girlfriend? And I'm like, nope, it's for my mom. I realize now how inappropriate that statement was as an adult. But we were tight, right? I mean, she was my person. So the lady rings it up and she goes, okay, kid, well, it'll be $6.30. And I look at her, I'm thinking she's trying to rip off a kid, right? And I go, look, lady, I just graduated 5th grade. I know that 3 plus 3 is 6, so it's $6. And she goes, no, it's $6.30. I go, what's the 30 cents for? And she goes, it's for the tax. Well, now I think that this lady's trying to upsell me on an unnecessary accompaniment for this thing. I'm like, look, I'm not hanging it on the wall. I just want to give it to her. You hold the tax, I'll just take the little thing. And she goes, no. And through an economic lesson, I learned that I owe another 30 cents. Well, can you believe that this lady decides not to sell me the Foxy Babe, right? I'm devastated. I go out the room and I'm walking down the street and I'm bawling, crying. Well, here is my moment of magical omnipotence for my mom, because who's walking up the street at that same time? Miss Omnipotent Magician herself, my mom. And she sees me and I'm crying. She goes, Anthony, she goes, why are you crying so much? And I go, because I need 30 cents. And she goes, why do you need 30 cents? I go, because I have to pay for tax. Well, now the moment of omnipotence. She looks me right in the eye. She goes, what are you buying at $6? I was like, how would you possibly have known this? And she goes, wipe those tears away from your eyes. And I go, well, I said, I don't have a tissues. And she goes, here. And she reaches into her sleeve, boom, and she pulls out a tissue, right? And she's gonna wipe it out. It's like the greatest magic trick I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, where did that come from? She goes, look, here's another one. If you need another one, boom, it's like my grandma's. It's a Reniti thing. Right? The Reniti ladies all have this up their sleeve. And Mom has one up her sleeve right now. I know it because I put it there before you guys got here. But she needs to have this. So she goes inside, she reads this lady the riot act, and that lady is more than happy to give us those things for $6 for getting the 30 cents, because that was my mom. To this day, 40 years later, we've moved, there's been earthquakes, there's been hurricanes, it has broken. I'm sure there's many times that she wants to lose it, but I will show you that to this day, my mom proudly She had that Foxy Babe, and she kept it for all this time. Now, what I did not realize was the power of this, right? This was my golden ticket. This is my get out of jail free card. Because for days, weeks, months, and years to come, anytime I got in trouble, I would always say, but Mom, I spent my first money I ever earned buying you that, and bam, it's like I got out of jail free card, and I can go back outside again and do whatever I want. Well, fast forward now, our first granddaughter, or her first granddaughter, is born, and I take Sammy J to an IHOP. We're sitting there, and there's an old timer that we're sitting next to, and as soon as I walk in carrying a baby, his eyes like glaze over, like, oh my goodness, this is going to be the worst breakfast, of my life. Well, Sam, bless her heart, sleeps the entire day, right? The entire day. It doesn't say a word. The guy comes up, takes a $5 bill, and puts it into her baby cap. You can't see it, but I've got the picture right on over here. Puts it into her baby cap and says, she earned this. This was like, she was like the greatest baby. And all of a sudden in my head, ding, 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 my kid earned her first money. So what do? I go running out to the lumber store, I buy some paint, I buy some wood, and I make for my daughters this. Foxy Granny to go along with Foxy Babe. So now they have the power. This card that is now they forever. They're never going to get in trouble because they've got the Foxy Granny with the first money that they've ever earned. Well, what I did not realize, of course, at the time was that this was a trilogy. And I am proud and scared to show you guys that, and I believe everybody in this room can agree that my mom is truly one foxy angel. And it is, thank you. It's okay. It's all right. I'll wait. It is my desire, as my wife knows, as my kiddos are about to find out, that someday when my vacation ends and I go home to see my mom, I would like to have these three with me so I can personally give them to her, because I think after this eulogy, I'm going to need it. I would like to leave you guys with one final thought, which is what Mom would want, what we've been talking about today. Mom would not want us to grieve. Mom would not want us to be sad. Mom would want us all to continue our vacations. She would want us to continue to create memories, to build relationships, to make cheesecake during the holidays, for us to get together. So if you truly, truly want to honor my mom the right way, I encourage everybody to go out and have an adventure. I would like to end with Mom's final request of me. And that is to get a picture of everybody waving to her. So if everybody would just wave to Mom real quick. Mom, this is for you. And Mom's final words. We'll see you later, darling.